Cryokinesis is the ability to freeze a certain object with the power of your mind. Cryokinesis is closely related to thermokinesis, which is the ability to alter an object's temperature, and the technique is therefore similar. So in order to freeze an object, you need to know how cold affects molecules, as you want to use that knowledge to manipulate the object. Molecules vibrate faster when they are heated up and slower when they are in a cool environment. If you are working with water, the water molecules will vibrate slower the cooler the water gets, and then get locked in a steady, organized structure when it turns to ice to make it solid. So when you are doing cryokinesis, a technique will be to visualize the molecules of an object moving slower and cool it down. So when you are ready to develop this psychic ability, try these techniques. Technique 1. Cooling thermometer. Take a thermometer and place it in your hands for about 10 minutes without doing anything. Document the temperature as your starting point. Now meditate for about 5 to 10 minutes to center your mind, and then focus on the palm of your hand. Close your eyes and visualize the air molecules inside your hand. See how they vibrate and bump into each other, creating the warm environment. Now visualize that the molecules are slowing down to the point where they stop moving completely. Imagine it getting a lot colder inside your hands. You can even imagine the molecules starting off as red-hot atoms and turning blue as they begin to freeze, maybe even with a frosty look. Look at the thermometer after about 10 minutes and see if there is any changes to the temperature. Technique 2. Creating ice. Find a bowl and fill it with cold water to help you on the way. Sit in front of the bowl and do a short meditation exercise to cleanse your mind and calm your body. When you feel centered and with a clear mind, you can proceed. Dip the tip of your fingers in the water and take a moment to observe it. Be mindful and take in any sensations such as the temperature of the water, the way it feels on your skin, the movements of the water, and so on. Once you have connected with the water, visualize the water molecules consisting of H2O. H2O in its liquid form is vibrating fast and unorganized. Imagine the vibrating molecules floating around chaotically. Now imagine that through your fingertips is flowing a cool, powerful blue stream of psychic energy, making everything around your fingers vibrate slower. Feel a cool breeze coming from your own fingers, and visualize everything around them slowly stop moving and vibrating. Take your time and give the water the time it needs to create a solid molecular structure that barely vibrates. You are turning the water around your fingertips into ice. When you are ready, lift your hand and see if any small flakes of ice is floating on the surface of the water. Technique 3. Ice cube. For this exercise you will need an ice cube. Start by placing an ice cube on the table and see how fast it melts without doing anything to interfere with the natural process. Then document the time. Center yourself with a 5 to 10 minutes meditation exercise before you begin, and make sure your mind is clear and your body is relaxed. Then place a new ice cube on the table, and then place your hand above it, but without touching it. You want to stop the melting process of the ice, so close your eyes and focus on the molecules of the ice. They are locked in a steady, geometrical structure, but the heat of the environment is collapsing the steady structure as it melts. Visualize the warm air molecules around the ice cube beginning to vibrate slower and even stop completely. Also focus on the ice molecules and visualize the ice keeping its perfect, solid structure. Feel it getting cooler in the space below your hand, and feel like you are part of the ice. You understand its nature, and you are thereby able to control it. Send out cool air from the palm of your hand, and keep the ice cube from melting. Compare the results with the test results and see if the ice took a longer time to melt with the help of your cryokinetic ability.